Hey, everybody, what's going on? Happy Sunday, or I guess technically now it's Monday. And John D. Villarreal here, John D. Villarreal Show, joined by Paul F. Villarreal. What a crazy Sunday. What an amazing weekend. I'm being a little bit more subdued as I've got the wife and the little Bambino asleep downstairs, so I can't get too loud. But you want to talk about making noise. Donald Trump was out in Pennsylvania today, and you can now add to his resume McDonald's fry worker and McDonald's drive-thru, or just McDonald's worker, I guess. Unbelievable clips. We're going to show some of these over here. Paul's been on, Twitter X all day, been really, putting out some stories. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Also, the Elon Musk town halls. I mean, Pennsylvania has become a real center, absolute battleground state. You've got the Harris campaign there. You've got door knockers for both campaigns there. Trump is there a lot. Was there today outside in the Philadelphia area at the McDonald's. Elon Musk has been doing town halls. A lot of things going on. JD Vance was out doing his thing. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Really, really incredible. I'm going to first of all, let me tee up Paul, and I'll start teeing up some of these clips, and we'll talk about them. It's unbelievable. Paul, I mean, it's kind of was I don't know if you want to call it a joke, a meme, a response to Kamala Harris. I don't know what it is, but the Trump campaign is so on point. The things that they are doing, I think, are so smart. And this, just looking at it, just seemed to me to be really effective. And the line to see Trump was unbelievable. And he and the campaign, I think, are just connecting right now. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I think that they are, as you said, they are so dialed in right now. Today, I think personally, was one of the best days of the entire campaign for them. And it was jam-packed with events. They of course, went to McDonald's. He was on Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz this morning. And then he went to the McDonald's. He went to Lancaster Town Hall in Pennsylvania with Sage Steele, which I thought was fantastic. And then he went to the Steelers game tonight, and they just won. They won big. So, I mean, you got everything in today. The McDonald's thing was incredibly epic, which we're going to discuss. The Sage Steele is an amazing moderator, which isn't really a shock because she's a trained broadcast professional, and you can really see it in how she did this. Yeah, she did. She also did a town hall with JD Vance. She's the only person that they've used twice for town halls, and that's not a coincidence. I thought she did terrific today. Everybody was happy with her, and then going to the Steelers game, no brainer there. It's just a home run, and as you know, we both been on around political campaigns. What you're looking for now in these last 15 days is you're trying to win day by day, and Trump absolutely won today, and he won big.
Let's look at it here. We've got, and this is from Margot Martin, and I believe that she is part of the campaign, right? Does she do? I think she does social media.
She's like Trump's social media person. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we have some good footage here, and we're seeing Trump after he's already done. And we'll show some different clips here, but after he's already done the fry stuff and took off the jacket and put on the apron and the whole 9 yards, and now he's giving some orders to people here. So these are some of the people that have come up and ready to get their order here from President Trump. Let's play it.
Do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might come back and do it again.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Mr.
Look at that. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. President. You made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not ordinary.
I mean, thank you so much.
You are not ordinary. I can see.
First of all, but we're going to talk about this. I mean, look how excited these people are. I mean, do you see the same thing with Kamala Harris? I mean, look how excited. Go ahead, Paul.
I just want to say, just to add to that, their crowd outside of the restaurant was gigantic. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Gigantic. Let's get into this clip here.
This is, remember, just to be clear, this is Philly.
Yes.
This is Philadelphia.
Yes.
I mean, it's supposed to be blue.
Yes.
I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yes. Let's go with this.
Pray for you, and you are the type of person we want to be the president. Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think about it, I guess that's right.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Unbelievable. Look at that clip. Now, there's another one here. I mean, there's a bunch of them, obviously. And here's him coming in here, and he's talking to. Let's go into this right here.
I'm G-Pain.
Look at that. He loves it.
Hello, everybody.
He's ready to go.
Inda is here.
This
This is Inda. She has an apron for you.
Before he gets his apron, he gets ready to go. Take off the jacket, buddy. See, that's his going, and then he's walking in there. There's him with the apron. How cool is that, right? That's so cool. That's awesome. There's another good. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let's get into this. This is here we go. Another person. Mr. President, please don't let the United States become Brazil. Let's play this right now.
A lot of fun here, everybody.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Look at all the fake news over there. Hello, everybody.
Dude, I mean, Trump doesn't stop. Like he's like doing multiple messages. He's looking at different. Like he's such an entertainer. It's unbelievable. He's got the bags of McDonald's here. He's ready to go. He's engaging with the people. It's so great. Let's go.
Like this,
And
right?
you know this is compliments of Trump, okay?
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Please don't let the United States become Brazil, my native Brazil.
We'll keep it
Please,
good.
please.
We're going to make it better.
Look, I mean, she's so excited to see President Trump. You're in that moment. You don't know what you're going to say, but you can see the passion that she has. You can see like, hey, America is special. We want America to remain America. I think people are really sensing that. And we're going to talk about Elon Musk because he had a lot of town halls. He's been saying a lot of things, very important things. Obviously, the owner here on X, and we're live on Rumble, X, YouTube, Facebook, and we reposted on LinkedIn. And so, but you can see the acknowledgement of the importance of this election and the passion here. Let's finish up with this clip here.
Better than ever, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, Mr.
Compliments
President.
of Trump.
Yes.
Have a good time.
Thank you.
Oh, you can see her daughter in the back. It's like, wait to roll down the window. Couldn't wait to engage with Trump. Here we go.
So much.
Thank you over there.
Oh my God.
What a great
Have a good
family.
time.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you.
Great
Bye,
family.
darling.
Great family.
Have a good time. Thank you.
Look,
Go ahead,
can I
Paul.
just say something quick?
Go.
Look, one of the things you got to remember is for somebody like that, she probably moved to the United States to get away from the craziness that's
So
going on
true.
in Brazil.
So true.
That is somebody who it's like the Cuban people in South Florida, close to you,
Or
where it's
Venezuela
like
or Colombia.
nobody values freedom more than somebody that's come from something else.
Yes.
And so, I mean, what she's saying to Trump, I'm sure is very sincere. And it's like, this is very meaningful, very meaningful.
And we've seen the same thing with people from all over the world. We see the same thing with people from China. We see the same thing from people from some Eastern Europe. We see the same thing people from different parts of the world where freedom has been threatened. And America, as going back to Ronald Reagan, some people are saying that this is shaping up to be a Reagan-esque type of election. It's feeling that way, right? And Paul and I previewed it, and if you've been watching the shows, you've been ahead of the games, because what did I tell you last time? I said, hey, watch for Michigan. I kind of felt like Michigan was in play. I felt like Virginia could become in play, and now we've got breaking news with Governor Youngkin, and now we've seen that in certain polls Trump is leading in Michigan. Things are shifting. Things are moving. The early returns are looking good. We're going to get into it more tomorrow, probably when we do it during the day. But I had to respond to this thing with the McDonald's thing and the Elon Musk town halls. But the momentum, the predictions that we've been talking about, I believe, have been very accurate. And we're seeing the shift here. Part of it is being in touch with people. And what we're seeing is that someone like Trump is very much in touch with regular people. But it's not just Trump. We also have JD Vance that has been out there and really engaging with people. I've got something here, and let's put this on right here. This is from Taylor Van Kirk. Had put this up on X. Let's go to this right now. And we've got a little bit of JD Vance engaging with the Packers team. Man. We're loving it. Look at this guy. Look at this Yale Law graduate right here. Look at him. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's ready to go. It's fun. It's engaging. This is Americana. It's Sunday. It's football. I mean, Paul. I mean, JD Vance. I mean, like, how good is that?
It's incredible. Look, you have 3 main swing states in the Rust Belt, obviously, and they were in 2 of them at professional football games. I mean, look, we talked about this, you and I. We know what the gender gap is. We understand that Trump and Vance are going for the bro vote. You can't get more bro than going to a professional football game, and they crushed it today.
Now we're going to talk about that, but and to go to your point from before, when Trump was rolling up to this McDonald's, it was absolutely packed, both sides with people. We're going to show that right now. And look at this. This is from real Donald Trump on X. Donald Trump pinned this today 5 hours ago, and here we go. It's the U.S. That's him. Look at that. Lined up. Crazy. Windy there. I mean, you've seen look at that. Easterville. Unbelievable. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. I mean, look at that. Just here we go. When he's in there and he's getting his apron and he's doing his thing. Actually, this is a great way to do this. Actually, look at it. Learning about the fries. I used to be a fry cook for Burger King. I know how hot. I know how hot that grease. I know how hot that fry cooker thing is there. So he's doing that. Learning about the fries. Then he's engaging with people. Let's get a little bit of this right here.
What a good-looking family. How did you produce
More of that. Look at that. Everyone's packed, having a good time. See how cool is that? I mean, he's just doing his thing right there. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, I'm allowed to do that, right? Yeah. Let's check and make sure it's everything you said it would be. It better be. It's going to be the best yet. I made it myself. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, here's the thing. Now, I mean, he probably did it to make a point, and obviously he's doing the political thing. Then they got the fried thing there. He's serving it up, doing everything there. Look how cool this is with Brazilian. Like, okay, now we got some stuff from outside. Let's get a little bit of that. 1 second. Now I'll have some comments here.
Guys, it's a great company, and they've been very, very nice. And come on, you know, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is.
Happy.
They're happy because they
How
need
happy
hope.
people are.
They need
Engaged.
hope. And that's
Hope.
what we're doing. That's what we're going to give. Much more than hope.
What is Working the Fryer telling you about the people of Pennsylvania?
So then, you know, back and forth the press, and they did some stuff, and it's great. And you can see us on, and they have some of the pictures there, and just really fantastic. And I think that this, I mean, look at that. Look how iconic that is. People are like, oh, this is like a Norman Rockwell painting right here. And, you know, and people are really remembering, people are having excitement. People are thinking like, hey, you know what? You have two very distinct visions now. And even though, Paul, there isn't tremendous, in my opinion, depth and clarity to the Kamala campaign in terms of policies, because it wasn't until very recently, like she was on The View, and I can't think I would do anything different from President Biden. And now it's like, well, oh no, I'm going to be my own person, and there's going to be some differences. But I think in terms of just vibe and contrast and everything like that between what Trump and Vance are doing and the positive message and the people surrounding them and really endorsing them, from, you know, Nawal out there in Silicon Valley, Chamath, I think Friedberg, it sounds like Friedberg. I'm not speaking for everyone. Obviously, David Sachs, you know, and some of the all-in people are for Trump. Mark Andreessen's for Trump. Elon Musk for Trump. I mean, you're having, you know, Mr. Wonderful for Trump. You're having so many people. Jamie Dimon. You're having so many people step up. Leaders in business, leaders in innovation, leaders in Silicon Valley that are endorsing President Trump. And on the other hand, and then going to the Al Smith dinner, doing, you know, McDonald's, talking to people, doing the town halls, doing the rallies, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers game. And it's just a different thing from the Kamala Harris campaign. Now, we'd have to say happy birthday. Well, from yesterday, I guess it's technically, you know, Monday now, but it was Vice President Kamala Harris's birthday. So we say happy birthday to her. And I did see a little bit of a clip of her going to a Baptist church. I mean, that looked like that was a good event for her in Atlanta. I didn't see too much of it. But I just dare say that you're just feeling this feels like a very different vibe and a very different momentum situation for both campaigns. Would you agree with that right now?
It's a completely different vibe. I mean, remember, Kamala was supposed to be the joy campaign, but it's clear that Trump is a joy campaign. They're having a lot of fun. They're doing things. They're not. I mean, the messaging is much different. I mean, of course, they're getting their point across, and, you know, talking about things that are bad when they need to. But like you said, with the McDonald's thing today, ton of positivity, a lot of happiness, a lot of just like, you know, just an overwhelming sense of happiness and positivity. That's what I think is happening right now. And people are glomming onto that. People are attracted to that. Look, when Vance, you know, he went to Green Bay and then he went to Waukesha. I don't know how you say that, but it's I mean, they were like, the crowd was on fire. They're cheering his name. They're cheering all kinds of stuff. And it's like, you can just feel the momentum building. That's what I feel right now.
Yeah, let me see that. I think you put that up on your X. I want to see. We had the USA chant at the Pittsburgh Steelers game, and it just was really was getting crazy. People were having so much fun there. Let me see if I can find that here.
I did not get to put that up.
Okay. There was. I didn't
get to put it up.
See that.
That did happen. I just didn't get to put it up.
Yeah, let me see if I can get to that here very quick. And if I can, I can't. Okay, wait. We do have some things there. Okay, yeah, I've got it right here from Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk put this up. And other people have as well. Let me do this. This is on X. And give me 1 second here. And here we go. Get the sound. How loud that is. Unbelievable how loud that is. Pittsburgh Steelers game right there. And so you're really seeing, you know, a big effort being put out there by Trump and the campaign in Pennsylvania. But you know who else is in Pennsylvania, Paul, is Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has been doing these town halls. And I say the production value is just absolutely incredible. I love the Q&A. The Q&A, I mean, just fascinating. I mean, I listened to this. My family was listening.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Paul. Your comments on the Q&A on Elon Musk.
They're just. I talked about this the other day. I did a quick update video. The thing that really struck me about the Q&As at these is they're very real questions. These are real people asking real questions, and Elon's giving great answers. Like, for example, the town hall he did the other day that was in Philadelphia, somebody had come down from Bethlehem, you know, old Lehigh Valley, and they were asking about steel because, of course, Bethlehem steel was like this epic, you know, huge industry there.
Of course.
And what's great is that Elon, of course, knows about steel because he makes cars.
Yeah.
So it's like they had a real discussion about things that make sense. And what I noticed about it was Elon, of course, works very well for the Philadelphia crowd because, you know, he's elite, he's a genius, all other things. But he also can work for the manufacturing crowd, talking about steel and plants and that type of thing. I think these town halls have been massive success.
Now, let's see here. This is very important right here. Doge Designer put this up, and of course, Elon Musk retweeted it, and this is from Elon Musk things. These are just different clips. There's so many different clips, but I think this is very important right here. This is Elon speaking, and hopefully the sound's going to be okay, about why he got involved in this. I think this is from today's event here, and this is off of Elon Musk's page on X. Let's check this out right now.
Build rockets and cars and stuff. So what am I doing in politics? It's not. I don't want to be in politics. I want to be clear. That is not my preference. I just like building stuff. I like building products that people love. And I derive joy from seeing people enjoy the products that my companies make.
So let's stop right here and let's talk about that for a second. He's saying that he did not want to be involved. He just is a business person, just wants to do things. What did I say before? If you're familiar with Ayn Rand and Atlas Shrugged and stuff like that, I mean, it's just that kind of thing. Like I feel like this is the Atlas Shrugged election in some respects. He sees the environment, and I've been saying this for a long time that, and I don't want to get into this conversation right now because I want to keep this short. But you know, when I came up in Silicon Valley, it was a very, very different place, and it just veered into this just woke, you know, orthodoxy and conformist place, which is exactly the opposite of what it's supposed to be. But someone like Elon basically came up at the same time as me, and you have these people that came from all over the world, still do, obviously, and it's still a great place, don't get me wrong. But I think that it can be a little bit, it needs to kind of get back to first principles. And I'm not the only person saying this. A lot of other big people have said this, right? Whether it's Bill Gurley from Benchmark Capital, whether it's Mark Andreessen and Ben and Horowitz from Andreessen Horowitz, Elon Musk, the besties. I mean, there's so many people that are saying this now that it's becoming a real thing out there. And so I think that that's an important thing, the context to talk here. He did not want to be involved, but let's see what he has to say here.
Um, so I like making products people love, and that's what I normally like doing. And I actually don't like politics at all. I hate politics. but
And I'll say this real quick. A lot of people hate politics. Now, I've been involved in politics on and off pretty much all my life and stuff like that. And my dad was in government, my brother's in government, stuff like that. But a lot of people don't want to have to deal with politics. Unfortunately, politics deals with you. Okay. And when you get the state so big, and when you have people that want to, move towards a statism type of play, or I love the way Elon puts his operating system, you have no choice. You know what I mean? Like if you want freedom, at some point you have to get involved. And basically, Elon is saying here that he was dragged into this situation. Let's see how he closes this.
But the stakes are so high here that I have had no choice but to take a stand. So it's not something I want to do. And
let's focus on that. The stakes are so high, I had no choice but to take a stand. Very impactful. Paul, your comments on what Elon Musk said there.
I think that there are a bunch of people in America who feel exactly like Elon does, which is, I really don't want to be involved in all of this, especially with how polarized things have gotten. However, I could be sitting on the sidelines and get canceled. I could be sitting on the sidelines or voice an opinion, and I can get silenced, or I can get somebody can engage in lawfare against me. Elon, of course, has gone through all of that. So, yeah, I understand why he's involved. And I will tell you, I mean, as most people on Trump's side feel, thank goodness he is involved.
Oh, my gosh.
If he hadn't bought an X, who knows where things would be right now.
And we're going to wind it down here pretty soon. But, one of the things that Elon talks about in his, and I'll be a little bit vague about this, in one of his town halls, was the level of difficulty in terms of dealing with regulation and regulatory agencies, of just getting things done, of just trying to operate some of his companies, and how hard it is, and everything like that. But here's the other thing here. Here's Elon talking about, and I haven't seen this clip yet, but we're getting a sense of it here, of what sort of the things that he's sort of advocating for.
You get taxed on what you own, you get taxed on what you buy, and you get taxed on what you own. And it's like, okay, this is taxes, and and then what does it get spent on? A bunch of the stuff you get spent on you don't even agree with. So that's why we need to reduce the size of government, and just spend less money. And
what he's saying is that government gets so big, the old saying, the only thing you can't escape are death and taxes. At some point, like what level of freedom do you have? When to some extent, in terms of the freedom game and the autonomy game, it's sort of a zero-sum game. The more powerful and the bigger and the more involved government is, the less freedom and space and of operation that the individual has, and the less individual liberty they have. Now, of course, you need a certain and to some degree, it kind of reminds me of the Laffer curve, right? I mean, in economics, in terms of optimal points of taxation, in terms of government revenue. But in terms of if you can't, you need some government, obviously, you need some government, or else, it's wild west, right? You don't want that, Lord of the Flies, anarchy, stuff like that. Of course, we need some government. But what happens is that these government agencies just continue to build and continue to get bigger and continue to want more power. The laws don't go away. And Elon talked about this before on the DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, that we need to really reduce the size of regulation in government. And that hasn't been done to any serious degree since Ronald Reagan. And what did we see in terms of the Reagan years, in terms of the growth and the strength of America and American dollar, and how the middle class got lifted up? And we haven't really had a reduction in terms of laws and regulations and agencies and all that stuff. Let's finish this clip here, and then we'll start winding down.
Let the people keep a lot more of their hard-earned money. So.
Now, I really wish I could find a clip, but then you have Dave McCormick, who's running for senator there, and he's doing some stuff. And then he talks about, and then Elon's retweets here about Bill Ackman, who's basically was a longtime Democrat, and now he's like talking about how, you know, the Democratic Party is, you know, it's a little concerning from Pershing, you know, and his big fund there. And so, you know, he's a big voice, you know, Bill Ackman and stuff like that. So a lot of people are shifting the moves here. Now, okay, so here's him talking about Trump presidency and why he supports Trump. Let's do that right now. Elon Musk.
You know, I think with the Trump presidency, we're going to get secure borders. We're going to get safe cities. We're going to get sensible spending. We're going to get deregulation. So we have sensible regulation, and we
Who doesn't want
unlock
these things?
the power of the giant that is America. And
so this is the thing with the Trump presidency, Paul, and I'll stop it here and we'll finish it up. You know, with Trump, you have the policies, you have these major issues that people know what the campaign stands for. They understand what the presidency is going to produce. You know, and to a significant extent, Kamala Harris is still introducing herself to the American people, still a little bit of a blank slate about what she's going to do or how she's going to be different than President Biden. But with Trump here, there's clarity. There's so much clarity that someone like Elon Musk, who's not really political, can go out there and give a talk and be able to say, here's what the Trump presidency is going to be. Don't you think that that's an advantage on the Trump side in terms of the clarity of the policies?
Yeah, I think it's a real advantage. I mean, two things for Trump is, one, we already know what he did before. The economy before COVID hit was incredible. It was incredible, and it was incredible for everybody. One of the best things about the Trump economy was how much it helped the lower class people, like the people on the lower end of the spectrum. The unemployment for some of the groups was unbelievable, was historic. So that's the number one thing. Number two is everybody understands that Trump represents free speech, freedom. And there's been a real pinch on that for a while now, a number of years, and people don't want to live in a society like that. And I think that those are the two main things that he represents.
Absolutely. And I'll say this. I'll say a couple things here. The rest of this clip right here.
And we're going to uphold the Constitution. We're going to strengthen freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and the freedoms that people treasure. And reduce the burden that the federal government places upon the states and the people within the states.
Right there. Now, I'd love to find like a spot somewhere where there's someone asking him a question, but, you know, I don't know. We have to find that somewhere else. But look, this is just so incredible in terms of what, and I said this a while ago, and people pick it up, and it's not like it's a, you know, super, I don't know, you know, the hardest thought in the world. But I mean, you know, Elon Musk reminds me of a Tony Stark. I mean, he's out there. The difference is this: Elon, with the Trump campaign now, you have so many super successful business people, venture capitalists, innovators, you know, just really top-notch, successful people that are supporting this campaign. Versus, like, it's not like I've been in government for 50 years or 40 years. I worked my way up from city council or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But or celebrities, like, oh, I'm a Hollywood star, stuff like that. You've got people like Elon Musk, literally the you know, a modern day Edison, you know, someone who is the richest person in the world, who has an immigrant to this country, right? Who has built themselves up and built this country up, is really doing some massive things, went to Stanford, went to school in Pennsylvania, is doing so many different things, hasn't just won once, has won multiple times. Tesla, now X, Twitter, SpaceX, I mean, you know, PayPal. There's so many different things that I mean, you're talking about someone that's so hyper successful, but it's not just him, it's Mr. Wonderful. It's just, I mean, we can go on down the list. JD Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy. I mean, you're seeing people now that are really, what's exciting, they're getting engaged. They're people that have really wanted in the real world, if you will, Paul. And they're saying, listen, we support Trump and we want to be engaged. We want to be involved. We want to make America better. We want to make America great again. I think that is just such a powerful message here. And at the same time, and I'm going to go right back to this, you've got a situation where you literally have a billionaire someone that does not need to work, someone who's been president, 45, who might be 47, that today, or actually technically yesterday, put on a McDonald's apron and went and served fries and the rest of other McDonald's food into the fast food line to customers. In outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's unbelievable. It's just a very, very stark contrast to what you see here. So let's wind it down here. We've got about 30-minute mark. What did you think about the impact, and what's the larger message of the Elon town halls and Trump going to McDonald's? And how do you think we're going to get more into, the state of the race probably tomorrow, but I mean, give us some summaries of what this means for Pennsylvania, I guess.
Well, I think this is huge for Pennsylvania. You just encapsulated it, which is, here is a multi-billionaire who's been successful at everything, and he has no problem putting on an apron and going in there and making fries and handing them out to customers. And look, anybody that knows Trump and has watched like some of his shows over the years, he'll go to his he'll go to his hotels and go and talk to different people working different jobs, bellhops, and follow him around and do stuff with them, because he wants to know everything. That's how he is. That's why he's so good at what he does. He knows the construction guys that work on his projects. He's totally cool in that wheelhouse. So I think when the people of Pennsylvania see that, they're going to love it. I mean, he did that. He did the town hall in Lancaster. I tell you, the enthusiasm was high at that event. I think that going to McDonald's, yeah, it's kind of it's a joke, Kamala and all that stuff. It was one of the best things he's done in the entire campaign. I think it just shows how real and cool he really is as a person, and I think it's going to resonate big. And as far as Elon, as you said, Elon is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And let's be clear,
he really
everybody loves Tony Stark.
I know.
Tony Stark is cool. Tony Stark is what everybody wants to be, and so forth. Elon being involved with this to the extent that he is a massive advantage for Trump. And one of the people that pointed it out that that's true is Senator John Fetterman, who basically went on one of these shows recently and said, you know what, this is gonna help Trump a lot.
Of course
and we better take it seriously, having Elon on his side. And it's going to matter in Pennsylvania.
I like it. Great comments, Paul. Appreciate that. Hey, we want to do a real quick one here today. I had to keep the voices down a little bit because of the time here. But wow, what an impactful day. What a great, hats off, kudos to who's doing the campaign there on the Trump side. And just also, Trump is his own publicist many times, his own campaign manager many times. Just having the pulse of it, knowing what's going on. Sage Steele's also been doing some great stuff out there. A lot of people, Charlie Kirk. There's so many people that are involved here. They're doing things in different ways, and you can just feel it coming together. JD Vance. JD Vance is just doing great work out there. And what's so great is there's such a strength between those teams. You can be in different areas, and they can both be very effective. But Paul, you're in Pennsylvania. It may be the key state. There's a lot of key states here. We're going to get into more of the race either tomorrow or the next day of where we're at right now. We do have some new polls. We do have some other stuff out there. But for today, or this video rather, I guess yesterday, technically, Trump, the latest McDonald's worker, or was a McDonald's worker, and how that went down, that was just absolutely incredible. I think people are going to be talking about that for a long time. Looking forward to your comments out there. And also the Elon Musk town halls. Elon's going to continue with those. They've been very successful, and I think it's great. So we definitely appreciate that. So once again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and please, check out the other stuff. Feel free to repost us. We do appreciate you out there, and we're looking forward to continue these conversations. For Paul, I am John D. Valero. Thanks so much for watching. We'll have a great evening. We'll see you next time.